Welcome back to World of Immersion. Today we are going to be counting down our ranking of every single ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now this park only has 11 rides, it's not that many, but each of these rides are incredible. So we're going to be having to rank every single one in order from worst to best. Now because there's not as many rides, we're going to be able to spend a little bit more time talking about each ride than we have been previously in the other videos, like with Knott's Berry Farm, because we're not going to have to go through them as quickly. That being said, we hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like these. We'll be having rankings of all of the Southern California parks, and make sure to comment down below what park you want to see next. With that being said, let's get right into the rankings. Starting off at number 11, we have the smallest ride in the park, and in fact the only flat ride in the park, Super Silly Swirly Ride. Now this ride is in the Super Silly Funland area of the park, right next to the Minions ride, and it's just your classic spinning flat ride, very similar to Dumbo at Disneyland. Rarely ever has a wait, but like I said, it's the only flat ride in the park, which is crazy. Every other ride is a dark ride or a roller coaster. This is the only flat ride on the list. And coming in at number 10 is going to be Kung Fu Panda Adventure. Now this is less of a ride and more of just a show, except the reason it's on this list is because technically it is a ride since the seats move. I'm not a huge fan of this ride. It's very boring. The show scenes are cool, but it really doesn't move that much, and it's not always worth the wait for me. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. Now this ride I feel like has a lot of potential. They really could do something incredible with the Despicable Me property, but I really think that they cheaped out on this ride. It's just a screen-based ride. They even removed the 3D glasses that they originally had on this ride, and I really think it just doesn't benefit from that. It really does not tell the story very well, and it doesn't really move very much. It's just like you're watching a short film, like a short 3-minute film, and it's not very impressive. Now next on the list at number 8, we have a very similar ride. It's the Simpsons ride. Now the reason I think this ride beats out Despicable Me is because the theater is a little bit more interesting. It's more raised up. It feels a little more immersive, but once again, it's another one of those screen-based rides, and I really think that these rides cannot live up to those rides with physical sets, physical drops. They're just so much more incredible. And while I do think that the land around the Simpsons ride is cool, the actual ride itself is not very good and does not compare to the other rides in the park. Now at number 7 is the first roller coaster on this list, Flight of the Hippogriff. Now the reason this ride is ranked higher than those other attractions that are probably more popular is because this ride is actually fun and thrilling, and the theming is incredible, and the physical forest surrounding the ride looks really good. And even this is a short ride, the line doesn't usually get too long, so it can be really fun to ride this ride multiple times in a row, and the view you get is really good from the top as well. Number 6, we have Transformers the Ride. Once again, another screen-based ride, but at least this one, it moves a lot more. It's not just sitting in the same place. This dark ride is actually really fun. It tells the story really well. The sets are immersive, and the screens actually work really well with the ride vehicles, and the queue is also incredible. This ride is an A+ for me. And coming in at number 5 is going to be Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. Now this ride is really fun. It's a really cool dark ride. I'm really glad that Universal is stepping away from using screens and going more into physical sets, because this ride really immerses you. It uses a similar ride system to something like Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It's an Omnimover system. However, the line can move really slow sometimes, so that's one of my few complaints about this ride. But this is such a fantastic ride for children. It's a really fun ride. And yeah, like I was saying, just using the physical sets instead of the screens, or even just blending screens, is a lot better than just using the screens like the lower attractions on this list. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Revenge of the Mummy. This is a really fun indoor roller coaster. It's got a really fun launch. One of my few complaints though is it's a really short ride, and after the dark ride scene in the beginning before the launch, there's not much theming during the ride. I wish it was more similar to the Orlando version, because I prefer that version a lot more than this one. However, it is still a really fun ride and probably the most thrilling ride in the park, so that's why it's coming in at number 4 on the list. Now, I found it hard to rank this one, but coming in at number 3 is the Studio Tour, and this is much more than just a ride. It's an hour-long experience that takes you through the back lot and the front lot of the Universal sound stages and lot, and it's really, really incredible. You get to see all kinds of different sound stages and outdoor sets, and then it's even got some cooler show scenes like the Jaws scene and the King Kong scene, and it's a really fun ride. And yeah, I definitely would 100% recommend this ride to anybody visiting Universal. Now, coming in at number 2 is going to be Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. This is one of the most technologically advanced rides at Universal, and when it came out, it was groundbreaking. This is a really, really fun immersive ride. It also is one of the best queues out of any ride in the park, taking you all the way to the Hogwarts Castle, and the ride system is just incredible. It's a really unique dark ride, and it does use screens, but it does have some fantastic physical sets as well that make up for the use of screens, which is why it's coming in so high on this list. It's one of my favorite attractions ever. However, coming in at number 1 is the one and only Jurassic World The Ride, the newest ride in the park, well, if you count the refurbishment as a new ride. And it really is. This ride is so incredible. It has some of the coolest animatronics in the world, not just at Universal. The final Indominus Rex battle with the T-Rex is incredible, and that Indominus Rex animatronic is massive. It's terrifying. It towers over you, and it is incredible. This ride really is the full package. It's incredible themed. It's got a really, really fun, thrilling drop at the end. And yeah, it's just by far the best ride at Universal in my opinion. It seriously, seriously stands out among the rest. So there you have it, our ranking of every single ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. Be sure to let us know down in the comments below what you think of our ranking and how you would rank these rides at Universal Studios Hollywood. They have some fantastic rides, and I completely understand with any of these attractions being in your top 3. They really are all incredible, and you have to just go check out Universal Studios Hollywood for yourself to see these. Be sure to check out our other videos on this channel ranking other theme parks. So far we have Knott's, but we're going to have plenty of other videos, and be sure to check them all out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos like these.